Hey guys, Scorch Reaper here again today. Gonna be doing another League of Legends video. Today we're gonna be talking about how to play top lane and the basics of playing top lane. Give me one second, I'm gonna switch to a different viewpoint. Here we are. There are two types of top laners that you can play. You can either play a bruiser slash take top laner, where you're going to have some damage to be able to go for your team in team fights, but you're going to be mostly be a big frontline guy that's going to take a lot of damage. Or you can be a carry champion where you just destroy the enemy team the whole time. Right here I got up a screen of some of your, pretty much all of your top laners that you can go top lane. Vi is a flex pick. She can go top lane, or most likely she's a jungler. Same thing with Udyr, and a few other champions on this list. Uh, big time. Like, to learn how to want to play top lane, you want to pick a champion that is easy to play and is like just is not that hard. Like some champions that don't use mana, either energy-based champions or champions that only use cooldowns, such as Garen, Gnar. Who else do we got here? Aatrox, and that's just a few of the ones that don't use per se mana or blood to be able to cast their abilities. Gnar is a good champion to learn how to play top lane with, for the fact that he has a lot of poke potential due to the fact that he's a ranged top laner. He doesn't use mana. He's just a really good overall because he's very tanky if you build him that path, or he can be a carry champion where you just deal a lot of damage. Let's see here. We got Jace. Jace is another good champion. He does use mana, but you have the choice of either being a ranged person or you can be melee with him. And the basics of top lane, like, you just, when you play top lane, you don't expect a whole lot of support from your jungler. You don't want to expect it. You want to be able to beat your lane opponent without being able to have to use your jungler to help you, because if you can beat your lane opponent, that allows your jungler to just focus on mid and bot lane and get them ahead. You want to be able to, like I said, beat your opponent, and then be able to roam. When you push your wave in, if you're not determined to take your tower, like, towers, yeah, they're very, very good objectives to have, but if you just killed your lane opponent and you still about have health, clear the wave of minions right that you have right now, and then roam the mid lane. Go help, because that can also help you do that. You'll be ganking mid lane, and then your jungler at the same time can go gank bot lane, and so you get two ganks at once. So as a jungler, not jungler, as a top laner, you want to be versatile and pay attention to the mini map, because when you're top lane, you're kind of by yourself. Like mid lane, yeah, you're by yourself, but most of the time your jungler's always going to be right there near you, so if you do have trouble, you can call on him very easily. But top lane, you're by yourself. You want to always watch the mini map. Just pay attention. Always ward if you can. If you're on blue side, ward the bush that is in the river. Or if you're on red side, ward that tri-bush right there near the river. That way you don't have a gank that's going to come up back around you from the enemy jungler. One good thing or tip that I can always give that is for all of League of Legends, whatever position that you play, except for support, uh, is CSing. CSing is a very, very big key to play League of Legends. I would say it's probably one of the most important things in playing League of Legends is to know how to CS and how to CS well. Because if you are CSing very well over your lane opponent, you're going to be able to have more gold. And more gold means that you're going to be able to have more items. And more items means more damage, or more attack speed, or more armor, magic resist, and health, and stuff like that. Whatever it is that you have, you're going to have more of it, which means that you will be better off at that moment, whether you're fighting or whether you get ganked. Let's say you buy an armor item that because you have more gold than your opponent, and you buy that armor item, and then you get ganked, and guess what? You're not gonna necessarily die from that certain gank. You'll be able to live and just waste waste 2 people, and then your jungler doesn't have to come up. Your jungler can go counter gank. So CSing is always very, very big. I don't know if I mentioned it, but with poke is a very, very big thing to use against your lane opponent, because it allows you to deal damage to them without you taking much damage in return, and it pushes your opponent off of the wave to prevent them from being able to CS, and which goes back into CS, is that if you prevent them from being able to CS, you're going to be able to have more CS for you, which more gold. But other than that, top lane is not that hard. It's very easy. Top lane is the first lane I actually ever learned to play, and first lane I was actually ever really decent at playing. One thing, I hate it when people play Teemo. Teemo top lane, I think they should just get rid of Teemo, honestly. He is the devil. Swear, man, he is the devil. Hate Teemo so much. So much hatred for Teemo. And it's the fact that Teemo was actually, when they first made Teemo, he was meant as an ADC. But when they realized that he was actually better off in other lanes, that they changed him a little bit. And actually I think they've only changed him one time from whenever I started playing League. And I started playing League about Season 2 is whenever I started playing. About like right before Season 2 Worlds is whenever I got into League. But I think they've only changed him one time, and it wasn't that much of a change. I think it was only to his ult. But I just hate Teemo. Don't play Teemo ever. You play Teemo, your team is going to hate you, and the enemy team is going to hate you. Everyone's going to hate you if you play Teemo. But again, just pick a champion that is fun to play, that you just want to learn how to play. Like Darius. Darius is fun to play in normals. Like, since they updated him, he is like, you play him, you're going to kill your lane opponent so easily. He's just OP. Another very good person who is actually not up here is actually Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath for me, is a very, very good top laner. He gains so much health off of killing minions, which if you're very good at CSing, you should never really die. But just play someone that is fun to play and that you want to learn how to play, and then just like try to play with that champion for a while and get to learn them very well, because a lot of champions for top lane all play a lot the same. A lot of them have the same play styles. That if you learn how to play one, you can pretty much learn how to play 80% of all top laners. There's only a few that I know are very different, like Rumble. He's a very much harder type champion to learn to play, due to the fact that he's a different type of champion, like how he plays, and his abilities and his playstyle and stuff like that. I think I just said playstyle like 3 times. But just have fun with it. That's the thing about League. League is just a video game. It's not meant as a competition. Just have fun playing it, guys. That's all I got to say really on the basics of top lane. Have fun and enjoy, guys.